Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. We're all updated now. Good morning. I've been slowly cleaning my desk, and it's like, man, I've been up for like 3 hours. I should probably start stream. Okay. Okay, so, okay. Um, so I'm slowly working through the. Hold on. The husband has finally woken up, so be right back. Just give me a minute. Hi, Corey. Sorry. We are. I haven't decided on what square I'm gonna dig around with today. Um, and I'm doing all the two color ones right now. So my choices are hearts, the tapestry zigzag, wiggle, and triangles, which is the shark fins. Big zigzag. So tapestry zigzag. Okay. I gotta pick two colors that I have a decent amount of because I'm gonna make three of them. So let's see here. Here, if I go to the other screen, I can see your chat messages before they pop up. Not before you make them, but you get what I mean. I get that. I don't think I have enough purple to do them. Maybe I do. I don't know. Dark green and navy. I don't know if I have enough navy. Navy means I have to pull something apart, possibly. Give me a second. This might turn into a pulling apart stream then, which is fine. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going through the box. Don't come here. Oh, what color did I find in the tote? Oh, we have more of this color in here. And I do have a navy and a yellow in here. Ah! Then it falls on the ground. Come back. Oh, man. Welcome back. We have lots of yellow and orange now. I have no fear of cutting this ring anywhere. Okay. We have some navy. I need more. I need more. Okay. Because we're doing three of them anyway. The string will be cut no matter what. Eventually. But this one is a continuous, so it'll be cut at the end, and that's it. So I can just go down here. Hang out. Let's grab this and put this up here. So I don't have a cat running through the yellow. Cora, what do you got? What are you doing? Flop. I didn't do nothing, Mom. Last night I was up until about 2 o'clock in the morning. I still got up right before 9. So fun stuff. Fun stuff. I don't know how to sleep in. I failed at sleeping in. Oh, and this is my new mug. You can't see it because the lack of sun gray sky glare in this room is ridiculous. But maybe if I move it up here. No, no, it's just because it's a white glass cup. But it says refueling. It's a Quick Trip mug. It is the Quick Trip mug. Tis, tis, it is, it is. The bottom says empty. It's got the fuel gauge on the bottom. It says empty. So I ordered that. I need to keep doing my visits because Mike has requested one. Okay, well, we've got good news to share. Grandpa is now out of the hospital and he's got his back braced for the next 3 months. But now my 100-year-old grandmother is at Unity with a fever. Well, the problem is my grandma has a hard time staying hydrated. I'm cut from the same cloth. I'm just as bad. But I just don't end up in the hospital with a fever because of it yet. Okay, she'll be okay. They've got her. It will be fine. So we're gonna do dark green and navy. That's fine with me. I got plenty of dark green. Let me unwind a bit here. Otherwise, it's gonna be okay. Grandma will be okay. She's always okay. She's too stubborn not to be okay. Okay, should we start with green? Do I want to start with green or do I want to help me found my there's my crochet hook. Okay. There's Kitty in the back. Come on out. The door is open. Don't let her fool you. The door is open. She is fine. She's just been a brat today. Anna Fang, come. Come here. This one is twined. This one is twined. She's doing naughty corner today, and I don't know why. Oh, I know exactly why she's upset right now. The balls of yarn are on my desk where she's been sitting all morning. So give me. Which means I won't be able to see the screen, but she'll be a happier cat. Anna, do you want your spot back? There's your spot back. Are you happy? Okay. Sit your booty down. This is where she's been all morning. This is just right here on the desk. Don't know why. It's been her thing today. What does your life entail? Pleasing my cats. Not about being a crazy cat lady. It's about appeasing the cat lords. It's fine. It's fine. There's the end of it. Okay. One, three, four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay. First one's going to be FWC. Oh, almost forgot. Where's the green? Where's the green? See if I can manage to do this. Oh, that's not how that works. Okay, now it's 2 green. Oh, I didn't grab green, I grabbed blue. I'm a derperdoo. There we go. One. First couple rows are always the trickiest because you're setting up the pattern, right? And the flip flop is always the challenge too. 2 green after 1 blue. Two. And then 3 blue. 1, 2, and switch on the third. Might end up needing more blue after this. 2. 2 green. 1. Flip. And I just dropped the pattern on the floor. And it flung across the desk. Okay, there we go. Glue's on the floor somewhere. That's fine. I'll figure it out when I run out. 2. This is the one where I need to actually cover up part of it, or else I'm going to get lost in the pattern. There we go. Okay, 2 green, 1 blue, 1 blue. And you switch back to green. Or 2 green. No, you're not supposed to be in that part of my desk. I did not clean off that part of the desk for you. No. Anna Fang, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah, you better sit your booty. Okay, hold on. Doing our count here. Blue, 2 green, blue, 2 green, 3 green, I'm sorry, 3 blue, 2 green, 1 blue, 2 green, 1 blue, and 1 blue to end it. And of course, I couldn't count my initial row apparently because I have 1 extra blue here. There's that. Or I just didn't cast on the right amount. I can't count when it's a dark color. I have issues. There's that. I fixed it. I just undid. Back to the corner. She's trying to get back in the corner. The corner of my desk back behind my monitor. Here. You want this? There you go, Anna. There. See, you're right next to me. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay, sweet mama. He is in the hallway right now, frumping. So I'm barely moving my hand, and she is like just rubbing herself all over my hand. He has a collar on. I will keep an eye on the time and make sure that you are getting fed in an hour. You are going to be okay. Okay, so we're on to the next row, which is starts with 2 green, 2 green, oops, it would help if I actually brought. Why do you have to be on top of it? What are you doing? Why are you up top? I'm not getting you a tower for my office. It's not safe. With how much you like to parkour around a room. No, she's not hungry. She gets fed on a schedule. She ate all of her food this morning. And giving them too much food outside of their schedule stuff equals me cleaning up puke all over my house, which is what I'm going to do this afternoon as it is. As it is. Okay. Now this one is 3 blue. 1, 2, and 3. Switch colors. 2 green. 1, 2. Back it up. Press change color. 2. And then 1 blue. Change colors again. Don't give the house ideas, Corey. I already killed 1 spider today, so she better be on spider alert at this point. 2 green. 3 blue. 1, 8, 2, and 3. always forget to change over color on the last one. There we go. What is this attached to? There we go. Spinning my own thread here. And Cora is always hungry. That's an understatement. Hungry cat. He's always hungry. If we had food just sitting in the bowl, he would just constantly eat it, and that's the problem. Okay. On to the next one, which is 03. I think you're going to be able to see this one because it's two dark colors. But I'll be. Oh, no, you can. There's enough light. Cool. Doesn't look like enough light on my end, but apparently the camera is brighter than me. 1, 2, and turn. Everything's tangling. I decided to bolt themselves into one string here. There we go. That's why. Fixed it. Fixed it. Okay, so one. Bring this up here. What are you doing, Bang? Change colors. 2 blue. 1. How many layers are each zigzag? What do you mean how many layers are each zigzag? And it's going to be 25, I'm sorry, it's going to be 15 rows total. And it's a half double crochet. Half double crochet. 1 green. And 1, 2. Oh, back up. 2. And then 3 green. Ooh. 1, 2. Switch colors again. And then this turns into 2, 1. Switch colors for a single green. Switch colors again. Half double. So you're doing it like a double crochet, except for instead of going only through 2 loops, you're going through all 3. That's what a half double is. You're doing all the 3 strings on there. So I've got the one on my loop, 1 loop on there, wrap it around, then you go in for the stitch, grab, so you have 3. I don't know if you can even see it from this. Yeah, you can. 3, grab, pull through all 3. And that is a half double in US terms. In US terms. But so when we're color changing, once you have all 3 on there, you're grabbing your new color, and that's what's getting pulled all the way through for the color change. That's how that's done, apparently. I had to watch several videos on that. Several videos. Okay. Oh, we're on to row 4. Yeah, row 4. That sounds more like a sturdy than a double. It does seem more sturdy than a double. Okay, 1, 2, flipperoo. This is getting 2 blue. So we go 1. This is the second one. Flipping color. Just for, I think, 1 stitch. Nope, 3 stitches. Okay. And I pulled that green through, so I can do 1, 2, and 3. Third one, we're on that third one, so we're flipping color here to pull through. So what you have up top here, right up here along the top, your braid, because that's what's nice about crochet is you've got essentially a braided line typically. You got 1, 2, 3. That's how that works. That's how that works. Okay, so we did 3. Now we're gonna do 2 blue. 1, 2. Switcheroo. And we're gonna do 1. Switcheroo again. And then do 2 blue. 1, 2, switcheroo. Straighten out the tangle a little bit here. There we go. And then 3 green. So my grandmother, the one that is currently in the hospital, she was a knitter. So that meant working with these knitting needles. So she was the knitter. My grandmother, who passed away 3 years this November, Thanksgiving. Well, the day before Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving. Um, she was the crocheter. So that's how my life worked out. I like knitting, but I feel like knitting works almost too slow for me, and I always had issues with tensioning with knitting. Okay, so this is our zigzag so far. Our zigzag so far. This is only 4 rows in. Yep, we're 4 rows in. We're starting row 5, so we'll be a third of the way there. 1, 2. I'm doing a 2 chain for going up a row. You can do a 1. It doesn't necessarily say. I'm on row 5, so it doesn't say if I'm supposed to be doing a chain 2 or whatever on the, moving up to the next row. But that's what I'm doing because it's easier for me to learn a new style of something. Macrame. I thought about wanting to learn macrame. Macrame is using your hands more than anything because you're tying knots. So you remember the old like friendship knot bracelets, I guess would be what they were kind of thing. That would be the concept because it's based on what direction you tie the knot for while you're A lot of macrame, some of the hangers that you use for like plant hangers that are on like a loop, and then you just put your basket in it, and then it's got like the rope tied down and big beads and stuff like that. Yeah, it's always been interesting to me, but I also do chainmail, so I think I should probably stop. I've got too much yarn. But in that case, you would be using rope, more of a rope, than you would be using a yarn for macrame. I've seen, it was somebody in grad school. She was trying to do macrame in our fiber sculpture class that I was helping teach. And she used elastic rope. You can't do macrame with elastic rope. It's got to have the sturdiness. So her tying wasn't working. And then she only got through like 7 or 8 knots on the thing, and it was barely started. And that was her final, and she's trying to explain through it. And I'm looking at the teacher like, if you grade this person high right now, I'm not going to have any respect for you, because I could have figured this out in about 15 minutes, and I'm betting that's about how much time she spent on this final. Because we got this rope 2 months ago, because we all went to the rope thing, to the rope center or place together, and I watched her buy all this, and I was just like, okay. Like, how many things did I buy there? I bought a lot of rope, but I bought 100% cotton stuff, because I wasn't using it for anything in class, because I didn't need anything, because I was a TA. I didn't need any other rope, because it's not going to be dyeable rope for me. Um, and I didn't want to use it for that. But it worked great when I braided it together and gave it to Willow as a chew toy. Because at the time, Willow was still a puppy, so she liked undoing knots. That's all she did. She liked to undo the knots of the rope toys. And it was 100% cotton. I washed the rope when I got home, so there was no extra chemicals on it. And they gave it to me for like 10, 15 cents a yard. So it wasn't that bad. So I got a lot of it. It's just we also ended up having a second puppy, and they went through the rope like it was candy, pretty much at that point. So, row 5. I don't think, I think that was just supposed to be one blue. My bad. One blue. My bad. Change, color change to green. 1, 2. By the way, my stack over here has 10 squares done. Chairman, macrame, chainmail. Chainmail wise, I've done quite a bit of chainmail. It's just, um, I would need to, if I want to do any more chainmail, I'm going to have to order more links. And the only place I know to get links from is outside of the U.S. And that would be with, I can't remember what their name is anymore. But they're right on the other side of the border. They're up in Niagara Falls. So they're really great. Um, their stuff is very consistent, and I got a bunch of scale mail from them and a few other things. So that was fun to play with. One blue. Oops. Switching color. Yep, it's an order online. Ring Lord. Ring Lord is what they're called. Ring Lord. So they've got a bunch of stuff in different sizes. They were pretty decently priced, but I haven't ordered from them in probably about 5 years now. 2, switcheroo, 3, 1, 2, and 3. I think that's what they were, ring word. I tried ordering from a few other places that were inside the US, and their stuff just wasn't. They were, I guess they were just small businesses or something, but their rings were very inconsistent. Um, and as much as I wanted to support their businesses, but that was, 10 years ago when I started ordering a bunch of them online. So it's just one of those things. To change your wheel. 1, change your wheel. 2, 2, change for a 1 blue. They weren't really rusty, but I'm probably getting rusty. No, they weren't very rusty. It's just I think the coating I didn't prefer on what they had. But look at our zigzag so far. So far the zigzag. Honestly, I can see it on the screen better than I can see it in real life. Like everything in this room seems so much darker and it's hard for me to see. And then I look up at the screen and go, oh, look, it does look like a zigzag. Okay, row 6. Row 6. Good contrast. Just not in my own eyesight. Okay, so we've got, I get to start with double green, it looks like. 1 and 2, turneroo. 1, then 3 blue. 1, 2. Oh, back up, back up. 1, 1 blue. This is the top of a zigzag. Switcheroo. 1, 2. 1. This is a 3. Yeah, this is a 3 blue. 3 blue. Let's fix this a little bit here. Looking a little tangled here. Looking like one rope to rule them all here. Oop, back up. Back up! We're supposed to be turning back to green. For a double green ending here. 1, 2. There's that. There's row 6. On to row 7, which starts with a single green, 1 green, which means we change color immediately. So let's get this. Will it fix the tangle? Yeah, totally will. No, she's downstairs right now. She refused to go poop this morning, so she's got to stay downstairs because I don't want her randomly having to go upstairs and when her hips are not the happiest with doing the stairs. So 1, 2. Oop. Was it just supposed to be a single blue? I mean, single green. It was supposed to be a single green, but I didn't grab. There, single green, flip to blue. 1, 2. Flip to green with a 3 green. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. Single green. Oh, I was tangled. Okay, it was very tangled. And then I'll switch for the last one, which is a single green. There we go. Flip. Straighten this out. Grab some more green, apparently. There we go. Run now. Move that down a little bit down the line. So far, so good. That was row 7. Now we're moving on to row 8, which is going to be a double blue for the skirt. Flipping around. 3 green. 1, 2, and 3. Flip 2. Oh, I just twisted them. Why am I doing that? I hope I can do 1, 2 blue. Single green, because this is the top of a zigzag. 2 blue, 1, 2, and switch. 3 green, 1, 2, and 3, because this is the bottom of the start of another zigzag. This one just wants to twist so bad. Okay. That's 3. Now we're on. Oh, I pulled it all the way through, didn't I? Oops. Switch back to blue. And 2. 1. 2 blue. Come on. Give me the top. There we go. That's the end of row 8. Row 9 starts with a blue. Just a single, so we're switching right there. There's that. 2 green. 1, 2, and switch for a single blue, because that's the beginning of a new zigzag. Two. We've got another new little group of ducklings in the pond, by the way. 9 ducklings. We're starting to think that maybe the moms are kind of trading off, because the males have been so aggressive in our pond at the females. It's been absolutely ridiculous this year. Um, my husband almost wanted to jump apparently into the pond and rescue the mom and the babies from the aggressive males. But it's either that or she's collecting babies. But they're all little tiny hatchlings, so I'm thinking they're all hers. All 9 of them. That means she did a good job. Good job this year. And flip the last one. That was row, 10? There we go. Oh, that was row 9. Now we're doing row 10. Hostages. No. No. The funny thing about ducklings is they imprint apparently like every 15 seconds. If mom and the babies aren't right there, the other, like the siblings, then they will auto imprint on something else. So was it last year? Get another pet, right? So last year, I almost did. It was almost bad. Uh, Last year I had to pause St. Jude. I went to take, because my thing was I would start this up, and the first 5 minutes was just so it could run ads. I would run all the ads, at the beginning of the stream. Um, and then we'd get started. So during that time, I would go downstairs, take the dogs out. Well, take Willow out because, well, no, we had both dogs. Um, so maybe it was the year before. I don't remember. It's all a blur now of St. Jude at this point. But I went downstairs to take her out, and I had to rush her back into the house because one of the other ladies was walking by with her dog, but she had her dog up in her hands, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I saw this little duckling had already tried to imprint on the lady and the dog. This little thing, just a little thing. So I said, "I got you. Give me a second." I said, "Honey, I need you to come downstairs. I need you to take out the dogs because I need to run to the um the sanctuary. I need to take this baby to the sanctuary because there was no mom, no other babies in the area at all that I could see. So this baby got turned around, lost. Oh, sorry. So, okay. Are we still an ad or are you back? I'll give it 30 seconds. Sorry. It's the 1 hour ad. Speaking of ads, let me know when you're back. Let me know when you're back. Too green. Too green. One. I wonder if I can see ad break. Oh, and you're back. Okay. So I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but how I used to do stream was I would try to set when we were able to. I don't know if we still are or if it's maybe locked under partner or something and I got to fidget with it. But I would put all of the ads at the beginning of my stream. So I'd go outside, take Willow out or Willow and Stardust. That's how it went. Um, I saw one of the ladies that usually is walking by with her little dog, but she was holding her little dog, and I couldn't figure out why. So I went out. I saw the little duckling coming after her, and she was trying to make sure her dog didn't try to bite the duckling or whatever. So I quickly went out there, scooped up the duckling, bird in hand, which is what Grandma always taught me. One that's in the hospital, by the way. She worked for the falconry centers up in Wisconsin. So we always had a bird in a cage that was getting rehabilitated or whatnot um, while it was recovering. And they had windows, like their whole porch was all windows. So we had birds flying into windows all the time because they'd try to fly through the house because they'd see through the house through the windows and they would just keep trying to go. We'd pick them up. Hopefully their neck wasn't broken. So we'd sit there during a meal like this and eat with the other hand. And, as soon as it came to and started pecking at her hand, we'd bring it back outside, let it go, you know, okay, you're done. You're done being stunned. But, so I went out, I grabbed this little duckling, grabbed a box real quick. I said, hey, the Wildlife Center opens here in about 20 minutes and I'm going to drive down real quick. And I was like, hey guys, I have to end stream. An emergency has come up. And I dashed down there, 30-minute drive with this I kid you not, angry duckling in my car. because the duckling did not want to be in the box. Did not want to be in the box. I said, okay, because I got stuck by a train and all this stuff. And I was just like, I scooped up the duckling. I put the duckling right here. And the duckling just nuzzled right into my super long hair at the time. And duckling was happy. There was no more squawking. Duckling didn't poop on me because duckling had already pooped in the box and was like, I'm done. Now pick me up. You are now my new mom. You will love me and adore me. And I'm just like, oh God, I would love to, but I have two cats upstairs that would love to eat you for dinner. So, and not to mention, Stardust wouldn't have known what to do if I had to Stardust. I can't remember if I had Stardust yet, but Willow would have been like, whatever, this is mom. This is normal. As long as mom does not keep this little tiny thing, I don't care. But if she keeps it longer than today, I'm not going to be a happy dog because now the attention is definitely away from me. So rushed the duckling down there, brought the duckling in, dropped it off, and they're like, yeah, by the way, they imprint every like 5 to 10, 15 seconds to 5 minutes when they're this little. And you didn't see a mom anywhere. So yeah, yeah, thank you for bringing this duckling in. So that was, and I let the neighbors know the next day. I said, yep, I brought him down. They said, yeah, just be careful around this time of year because they imprint every like 5 minutes. And they're like, well, that's good to know now. And I go, yeah, just gotta be observant when you're taking those walks. Wonder where it is now. I could have like paid money or something like that to the wildlife center to have them track it, but I really didn't want to cause that little duckling any more trauma. Um, it was really sad. Like this one lady was there with her kids, and they tried to rescue this. I remember my second mother. Yeah, no, we're not. No, I would love to be a rescue. I honestly, if we had a big house or something, and the husband let me get away with it, I would totally be like a foster. But I don't, with my work schedule, I wouldn't be the foster, and that would be all on my husband, and there would be an unhappy husband. And not to mention that random angry cat would be very unhappy because she really would prefer to be an only child. Okay, I say only child, but only child with Willow. Being a zookeeper, would love to go back to school and be a zookeeper, but I don't really want any more student loan debt. I'm already paying off the first one that's paid off nothing. So the only thing it's taught me is how to teach, and pretty sure I could have learned that one by just having a job. So mm, just seem like it's off. Hmm. One, two, switcheroo. Mm, More zigzag. More zigzag. 3. Switch. Oh, gotta trim up some little zaggies. There we go. Oh, come on, go through. Go. 1 and 2. Five more rows. 1, 2. Turn a roux. Oh, it's just a 1, and then we switch. This one gets 2 blue. 1. Switch. 1. Switch. 2 and switch for a 3. 1, 2 and 3. Switch. 1, 2. Switch for a 1. There we go. More zigzag. Always more zigzag. Then we end with a 1 green. That's not the stitch I want. That'll work. That was 11. Now we're doing row 12, which is a double blue for the start. Switch. 1, 2. Snag her down. Grab the green, bring it up. 1 and 2 for a blue, and switch a roux for 3 green. 1, 2, and switch 3. 1. Oh, I grabbed 1 loop there. 2. Switch for a single green. So we switch back again. All switches. 1, 2. Switch. Right? Yeah. For 3. 1, 2. Oh, that's a switch. Maybe. Oh no, we got a rainbow. Okay. We'll get that reported here in a hot second. Block, block, block. You know, we only have 3 more rows to go too. Say. 3 more rows to go, and then we get a bot. Going over to the Twitch. Copy. Created 17 hours ago, guys. 17 hours ago. Handled. It's gonna keep showing their thing up on the screen, but can I? Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna try reloading. No, that doesn't work. Okay. I can't reload it and it dropped the chat thing on it. I have to reload OBS for it to drop it. So let's just move this out. Oh, that's what you're doing. Hey, careful. The auto mod might actually time you out, man. Careful. Out of view. Well, that's if it was working. Is it working? Oh, I'm behind. That's why. When I go over to the other screen, I'm daring. Almost there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me. There. Blurb. Blurb. Okay, what's going on? We are on row 13. Right? 13? I think 13. Hold on. What did we end with? Yep, 13. 2 more rows. All 3 more rows. That's it. 13. So, single blue. I just tried to do a single. Here, you can have a party.
30-second dance party.
There you go.
Three, two, one,
All I'm thinking is cry dance right now. Oh, it's not 15 rows. It's only 14 rows. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Then we're on our second to last row. Yeah. 2 green. 1, 2. Single blue. Ooh, I did that again. There we go. And switch back. almost there. Come on. Where is it tangled in this little section here? Just give me a little more string here. Okay, so that was 2, and we're switching back to blue for a 3. 3. So 1, because this is the top of a peak here. 2, 3. Oh, that is 3. Ah, counting was off. So 2 green, 1 blue, back to green, 4, 2, and 1 blue. Oop, and forgot to switch again. Then this one's gonna start with 2 green. This is the last row, and obviously the string has decided to do its own little puff stitch here. What are you doing? Making this impossible. Okay, maybe that'll get me through this row. Okay, this is row 14, last row, which is double green. Put it up, spin it around. 1, and 3 blue, 2 and 3, 2 green, 1, 2, switcheroo for a single blue. This is the top of 1, switch back around for 2 green. And it's stuck on one little strand of the strands. 1, 2. Oh, we're so close. It's so close. Like 4 stitches away, and it's tangling so bad. Mr. Arms. Okay. So what does this one want? 1, 2 green, single. Oh wait, no, this one's back to blue, but this is a triple blue. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Switcheroonie for a 2 green to end it, right? 2. And that is the end of it. So weird how this one, they have it set up to be such a long one, but they want a half double crochet. Unless they're meaning, but that's the interesting thing about Euro versus US. I need to keep this one out because I still have to do the other two. But I don't understand if they want me to do it in US terms. Right? Hold on. Wait a second. Let's just detangle this chaotic mess and detach them from each other. Here. There's that. That's all we had left of the blue that we just pulled from the yellow. Just that little bit. So that's like one of the issues. If you're trying to define something, it looks like the picture. It does. But the picture, like they set this up for the squares to be all the same size so you can mix and match designs and make your own blanket. That's the whole idea of these stitches. To me, if this was a single crochet, this would make sense. But I can clearly see how it's grabbing it, that it is the correct stitch. But if I go to stitch symbols, okay, I'm going to stitch. So US term for a single crochet in US terms is a double crochet in UK terms. Half double crochet is a half treble crochet. Double crochet in US terms is called a treble crochet. And a treble crochet in US terms is a double treble crochet. Does anybody feel like term wise we had to just play the Euro 1-up game? Is that what was happening? Just wanna... So it says, please note, US terms are used throughout. So it's wanting you to use US. Which is the sturdiest? I don't know anymore. I don't know. Which one would you like to use more yarn? That's what that feels like. Which one would you like to use more yarn? Oh, dude, there's literally... Each of the squares use the same hook and same type of yarn. They all have the same finished dimensions so that you can choose any of the designs and be confident they will fit together. I don't feel very confident that they fit together. I had to trust the process and fixing things. I'm just saying. So they used a USG 6. What did I use? I used a G. I used the right size yarn. Except for they're trying to tell me that a G is a 4-point-millimeter. Oh, another ad. Seriously? What is going on with my ads? I'm sorry. Would the blanket be extra heavy with a certain stitch? No, it's all based on the yarn you use. Oh, wait, you're not ad. Oh. Okay. This is using a light worsted 8 ply DK 8 weight 3, so medium yarn. This is using a wool yarn. There's the answer. They used a wool. So, oh, not just an acrylic. So, an acrylic is going to be a little bit more, typically a little bit more dense, thick. That's what we've been using. We've been using a little bit thicker of a yarn than what they used for all the patterns. Hence why it's a little bit more dense. Also, I think they should have proofread their stuff a little bit better, because I'm looking literally at a G crochet and it's telling me it's a 4.5, not a 4.0 for their instructions. Yeah, they used a 8 ply DK weight 3 yarn. So, which was 25% microfiber, 50% wool, and 25 acrylic. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 colors. 16 colors. Yeah, no. So many colors. But anyway, I have to go make a phone call. Apparently somebody is trying to hack my Apple account and trying to order an Apple MacBook using my Amazon account. So I gotta go. Much love. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're gonna go what the duck is about it right now. So I gotta go. Peace out.